Gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling, featuring the JDF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. Welcome to the Nuckefu Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the Thespian T.C. Fontaine, a.k.a. Man, I forgot my damn name. It's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, a little glitch for a second. A.k.a. TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name.
Yikes.
Yes, damn, players fuck up.
We forgetting names out here? What's going on?
It's crazy. Yeah, you know, your brain just glitch. Like, your brain like a computer. It glitch every now and again. Like, you gotta wait for it to free up.
That be happening.
Hey, man. Shout out to Mr. Rain, Sleet, and Snow. The essential one. How that's coming?
It just when I was coming home, I seen it because it's only my job only 30 minutes away from where I'm at, but it's like the climate be miles of difference between the two. Because I'm like more up the mountain, so once I come down from there, it shit just changes everything.
Man, is this next week coming up about to be crazy?
Look, man.
Hey, man, make sure you're on that W. Make sure you're getting some good energy in. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, oh man, I need
facts.
that. Definitely need that.
Shout out to W Energy. Go get y'all some W at YKWrestling.com, man. Use that code YK Wrestling at your checkout. But let's get these shout outs going, bro. Shout out to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow us everywhere at YK Wrestling. Shout out to my guy again. I had to do this again, Randy Moss. Shout out to my guy Randy Moss out here. Mentioned last week that he didn't say what he had, but he finally said what it was this past week because he kind of got forced to say it.
Yeah, because Brett wanted to be nosy and break the news early and shit.
Nah, not Brett. It was Larry Fitz.
I thought it was Brett. Brett definitely said something.
No, it was Larry Fitz that did it first, bro.
Because his son came out and reposted like, "Yo, don't." But I thought I could have sworn that was Brett that did that.
No, Brett said something because Larry Fitz said it to everybody.
Oh yeah, I only seen Brett's joint because then his son was tight.
How my mic sounding now, man? Sound better?
Yeah, you good.
I realized my mic wasn't on the right set, so my bad, yo. See, I'm fucking up again. It's one of them episodes. We just ready to get to the end of the year. That's all.
We good, man. We good.
We Gucci. But nah, yeah. Shout out to Randy Moss. Larry Fitz was tripping. Larry Fitz, my guy. You was wild. That wasn't your lane. To go in. For one, I'm not trying to defend Brett Favre or nothing, but like, I'm gonna stall him out here. He didn't do nothing. He's just going off of what he knew that everybody else knew. But nah, Randy said he had the surgery and it's removed. He said he cancer free now. He prostate cancer, didn't he? That's what I'm talking about. So let's get well soon, dog. Shout out to the volleyball championships, the college volleyball championships. My home teams, Creighton and Nebraska. Creighton not in the Final Four yet, but Nebraska just qualified for the Final Four about an hour ago. Creighton, they play in about 2 hours. So we're going to see if Creighton wins. Creighton and Nebraska playing in the Final Four. So, yeah, listen, I'm going to get real shameless. But, Creighton beat Texas. Fuck Texas. Got them up out of here. Nebraska beat Wisconsin. Fuck Wisconsin. Got them up out of here. So, shout out to my home schools getting the ops out of here. I love it. And shout out to the Young Kings Wrestling Year-End Awards. Next week, we're going to have the men's and women's wrestlers of the year, tag teams of the year, peasant of the year. Again, yes, sir. We got the Kevin Nash Keep a Check trophy, of course. We got the Rey Mysterio Senior Worst Parent of the Year award. And the last ever Kendrick Duckworth Player Hater of the Year award. Everybody want to do Player Hater of the Years now. So we're going to retire ours, man. We're going to retire on top. Never forget the original.
That's crazy, man. Shit y'all make us do.
Y'all trying to be like us, man. It's crazy.
Nasty
More
work.
awards too. Got some new debut awards. The I wasn't familiar with your game award.
Ooh, okay, I fuck with that.
Yeah, that's a new one. That's the only new one I'm giving y'all. We got a couple new ones too. Y'all got to tune in next week to find out everything.
That's
big facts. Shout out to TNA Final Resolution this past Friday. It's Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. Nick Nemeth retaining the TNA championship against AJ Francis. Perk Dollar out here hitting moonsaults or trying to hit moonsaults.
That's a wild boy.
Hey, man. See, AJ Francis, dog. You my dog, bro. So I'm gonna stall you out here real quick. But hold on, fam.
I'm packing the edge, guess what?
Cause I seen you post a screenshot of your emails the other day, which let me know you be checking your emails, my nigga.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of crazy.
Left us on red. That's crazy. So I'm gonna reach back out.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Reach back out. Maybe you was busy. Maybe you didn't see it.
Because we people, you know what I'm saying? I was siding trying to give you some grace because I knew it was a big week for you. You know what I mean?
Hey, you seen the wood, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you let that nigga JT interview.
Right. Hey, listen.
Shout out JT, man.
Facts. Them are peoples too, but you know. Listen. That's why it's a warning shot, because we trying to give you grace, but you know.
Facts. Listen, I was trying to pay attention to people. I seen he was in like Greece or something, like a week before I emailed him. I don't know if he was winding down from Greece, might have missed it. Just didn't want to catch up on his emails that came through when he was on vacation. I get it.
Hell yeah.
I extend you some grace. I'm gonna reach back out to you. I'm gonna need a reply, or that's gonna be a full blown. Yeah, that's gonna be a full blown peasant.
Yeah, we gonna sound the trumpets.
Niggas on read, especially when you told me to reach out to you for an interview, dog. That's the crazy part. I even asked him. I was like, "You do interviews, man? I'm gonna reach out to you. Yeah, hit me up." Nothing. I fucks a dog though. You should have won the belt, but I get it. Cause if things go as planned, Joe Hendry's getting another shot at Nick Nemeth next month at Genesis.
Yeah.
And, if things go smoothly, the right way, the way they're supposed to go, Joe Hendry gonna win the belt.
Mm-hmm.
If things don't go smoothly, I expect to see Joe Hendry in Indianapolis a couple weeks later.
Okay,
say his name and he appears.
That's a fact. Yeah. It makes sense too.
Yeah, big facts. We got the Hardys retaining the tag titles against Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers, the System. More on that in a second. But TNA, man, listen, I don't think I give TNA like that fair energy that I give like WWE and AEW. Well, we don't talk about them as often. And then when we do talk about TNA, we're usually complimentary because they don't give us a reason to be otherwise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we take TNA for what it is a lot of the times, but shit, damn it, sometimes TNA shows you who they've always been.
I'm packing the edge, guess what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Every now and again, TNA, they go and take these leaps forward. And like, look at where they were a year ago. A year ago, around this time, it was all the hype about TNA returning back to its original format.
Yep.
No more Impact Wrestling. We getting back the TNA name. We trying to bring back the vibes.
Hell yeah.
They bringing back the wrong vibes, man. So TNA Wrestling, for the first time ever, bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
TNA. Yeah. TNA taking 4 steps forward and 7 steps back again. TNA, was it worth it? Was it worth it to bring back the Crimson Chin Tessa Blanchard? We down this bad? I didn't think we was down this bad. We down this bad?
Indeed.
Like, are we this desperate to feel like the inevitable void that Jordan Grace is gonna leave when she's gone, whenever that is?
It's about to be soon.
Like, we that desperate that we say, oh, we got to get Tessa back. We don't have nobody. I know they ain't do much of a good job building up any contenders to take over as the face of the division, but like, god damn, bro, Tessa Blanchard.
They felt like they was in dire straits, apparently.
That's like WWE, like Rey Mysterio retires, and like, let's just say, God forbid that the Dragon Lees and the Santos Escobars of the ilk, they leave the company, and the Andrades he leaves again. And now we're just desperate for a Mexican superstar who isn't Dominic Mysterio, and they bring back Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, I knew. It's like I knew this was coming. Hell no. Please, God.
How does this benefit TNA to bring back Tessa Blanchard? I just want to know. Outside of like match work, because like she's hiding the ring.
Yeah.
But like, you remember what happened last time? Why she's gone, right?
Somebody got shook. Somebody got some cold feet. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is
she took TK. The belt hostage, bro, in Mexico.
This is something TK would do, and it would be on brand.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. Good luck, TNA, keeping Tessa out of trouble in that locker room. You know, there's a Chris Rock joke about out here in Vegas about 20-something years ago at the Mirage. There was Siegfried and Roy had a show, and I can't remember which one it was, but one of the Tigers that they worked with just went postal, and attacked one of the magicians. In the words of Chris Rock, that Tiger didn't go crazy. That Tiger went Tiger. Eventually, Tessa Blanchard is going to go Tessa Blanchard. Like, at some point. So good luck with that. Good luck getting her to put people over. Because, like, listen, I know damn well y'all didn't bring her back and didn't set some ground rules and say, hey, couple months, you putting these motherfuckers over. Because remember what happened.
But who's there to really do it, though?
I mean, Rosemary right now, champ.
I don't know who's there. That's not going to enable her because 51 is an enabler. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't get me started on 51. This ain't about him right now. But hey, I was saying, good luck trying to get her to pay her dues for how that last thing ended. Good luck trying to turn her into a draw too, because like ain't really nobody left to build up. So
it ain't gonna happen.
That's all I had to say about that. On top of that, you got niggas assaulting fans mid matches and shit in TNA. Like, you saw that?
Yeah, that's a mess right here, man. Like,
y'all was gassing Eddie Edwards for that shit too. Did he not assault the fan first?
It was like he was all in his. I don't see if he like actually touched him, but he was like all in his face. He slapped the drink
out his hand.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So that's true.
Like, you slap a drink out my hand, dog. Like, you can't stay how I react. I pay for that shit. I don't give a fuck if you in character or not. Don't touch me.
Like
it ain't touch me again. I'm suing. I don't care.
There's that fine line that talent seem to walk. Some, not all, but there's that fine line that they be walking sometimes. Like, I said this with the whole MJF thing when he up here pouring alcoholic drinks on minors. Like,
yeah,
there's certain depth to being a heel that you don't have to keep going into to make your point. Like, and then you're gonna sit up there and then you're gonna get OGs to get on your side about, if that guy would have been in ECW, what would have happened? Like,
hey, I was about to bring that up too.
What?
I was about to bring that tweet up too. Bubba Ray, sit your ass down, dog.
Like, bro, stop it, please.
Anyway, TNA, y'all wilding for bringing Tessa back. Excuse me. I heard they was renaming her name though. They was gonna change her name.
Oh, what?
To Tessa Blanchard. The hard R. Hey, let's move on.
Oh,
Hey, man, let's talk about this week in wrestling history. 1987, second annual Slammy Awards. Vince McMahon performed Stand Back.
Ooh. Hey, that was a hit when it came out.
Hey, you can't tell me that nigga ain't a showman, bro.
Listen, it's
you could have convinced me when I was a kid that, like, if I was a kid watching that, you could have convinced me he could have been like Elvis or somebody.
Oh, yeah. That's what he lived his life for.
Yeah, Hogan on the bass and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Terry.
Man, listen. That man was the that man was the superstar. I remember what was that? It was like in like 06 or 07 where he was like he announcing who the biggest superstar in WWE history was. And he tried he's like, it was me. But I think Stone Cold came out and shit like that, but he wasn't lying. It was him. If we keep it in a whole buck.
He the greatest heel of all time. I don't care.
Oh, for sure.
Like, y'all could put Flair over it. That's cool. Like, I'll give any old niggas that want to put Flair over him because Flair actually was wrestling, like, all the time.
Yeah.
I get it. But we just overall healing, it's that nigga.
Ain't nobody do that better.
Right. I ain't gonna say too much favorable about. I'll talk about the character, but we're talking about not the person.
Right.
That might be up in arms about what I'm talking about right now.
Listen. We say this all the time, like the person is separate from the performer, and that's a general rule when we talk about motherfuckers on here. We talking about the person that we see on the screen, not the person that's off the screen.
Sometimes a character can be loosely based on the person. In this case, that's true. But
I don't know how much looser it's gonna get.
It's good character work. Is my point.
Right.
It's kind of easy to be a good character when you really that person.
Right.
It is what it is. 1999, Armageddon live from Fort Lauderdale. Stephanie McMahon turns on Vince at the end of Vince and Triple H had like a street fight, and she joins up with Triple H. It's been a ruse the whole time because this nigga Vince got his daughter kidnapped earlier that year, and she said, "Yo, fuck you, dad."
Yeah.
Basically. The McMahon-Helmsley era begins. 2001, the younger brother of Charlie Haas, Russ, passes away age 27. RIP to Russ Haas, former tag partner with Charlie Haas as well.
Mm-hmm.
My man's always used to write his brother's name on his wrist tape every night.
Yep.
Heard he still do that. So shout out to Charlie Haas.
That's what's up.
Also in 2001, Vengeance live from San Diego, California. Chris Jericho defeats The Rock to win the world championship and then defeats Stone Cold Steve Austin to unify the world and WWF championships. Had some help from Booker T. Came out there. So Stone Cold was hot. He said, "I'm gonna find that some bitch." What? Chases his man out of the arena. Spooked him. Chased his ass all the way to the store. Said Book went to the grocery store. Said, "Let me go get something to eat right quick. He ain't gonna be in here. I'm gonna just stop in here and give me some snacks before I hit the road.
They can make sure they fresh."
Thanks. Psych.
hey, listen. That right there is a real black people thing. Just in case y'all didn't know.
It is. It really is. It really is, though. But big psych out though, because we get a price check on a jackass. Oh no, Stone Cold and followed this nigga to the grocery store and whooped his ass all through the store. Got it back in blood.
That is one of the best segments in the history of that show. By far.
Great segment, but this puts the cap on Booker T's first year in WWE. Not a full year, but put a cap on his first year in the WWE. So with that being said, I want to ask you this question, Reek. Looking back on it, you think Booker T got ruined during his time in the WWE? The first stint. Because I got some notes for you. I'm just give you a timeline of everything that happened throughout his first stint in the WWE. He came in.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I was going to say, we talking like up until he left in 2007?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like he came in as the WCW and US champion, last ever person to win the WCW title as the WCW's active company. Mm-hmm. But like he came in and immediately felt inferior to like top guys, the Rocks and the Stone Colds. Like his first match was against Buff Bagwell on Raw, probably one of the worst like worked matches of all time in Raw history, maybe WWE history.
Yeah,
he has a feud with The Rock early on. Kurt Angle and The Rock. The Rock buried him on the mic on multiple occasions. Won the belt from him at SummerSlam. And Booker T never won the WCW title again.
Yep.
During the Alliance, he wasn't even, I can't even talk. He wasn't even presented as the face of the WCW. That was Stephanie McMahon was presented as the face of WCW. And then eventually it became Stone Cold as the face of the Alliance. So like Booker T just got pushed all the way down. That's crazy. We mentioned he got cooked in a supermarket at the end of the year. But then we go into 2002. He's feuding over a shampoo commercial with Edge. That's his first WrestleMania. I enjoyed that feud.
It was fun.
I don't got nothing to say about it. Like sometimes you got feuds over goofy shit. Like that's what wrestling's about.
Yeah.
A couple months later, he joins the NWO. It's kind of made to look like a fool in the NWO. He wasn't really like serious at all. Literally got kicked out the group by Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I remember. I was about to. That was the first thing I thought of. Ugh.
Couple months before he got kicked out of the NWO, Goldust is coming around trying to be cool and like Book is cool with Goldust, but he know he can't bring Goldust around his niggas in the NWO because they not having
no, ain't no way.
So when Booker gets kicked out of the NWO, like he started chilling with Goldust a lot more. I enjoyed the tag team with Goldust. I look back on that fondly all these years later. So I ain't gonna say much about it. They ended up winning the tag titles. Didn't hold them that long, like a couple weeks, and they lost them, like right at the end of 03, end of 02, early 03.
Yeah.
So like early in 03, after the tag title reign, Book wins a battle royal to get a title shot at WrestleMania, eliminated The Rock to win the battle royal. The Rock was beating Booker T's ass like in 01 and 02. Like Booker never got a win over The Rock. So this is the first time Book was able to kind of get one over on The Rock, and he's going to WrestleMania.
Yep.
We all know what happened with that. We don't need to get into detail.
Right.
But just know it kind of pushed him down the card significantly by not winning at WrestleMania. So all through the rest of 2003, some random feuds, beef with Christian a little bit, won the Intercontinental title, ended up winning the tag titles with RVD in like early 04. They were at WrestleMania. After they lost the belts, he got traded over to SmackDown. He wasn't fucking with that. Turns heel. Yeah. He turns heel and he's still in some random feuds. Like, I enjoyed the shit with Taker. He went to Miss Cleo and everything. That shit was fire.
Yeah.
Like, so ultimately, Booker T was making chicken. What's the term? Chicken salad out of chicken
salad. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he was doing what he could. He was staying entertaining. He was doing what he could. But like 03, 04, like he won the US title in 04. Was doing a little bit of random stuff there. But like 05, he wasn't even on the Mania card, bro.
No, I think
it was in a dark match.
Yeah, it was the Battle Royal before the show went live.
So like he didn't really start to gain that favor booking wise until Sharmell came around. Which like Booker T even mentioned, like he wasn't really feeling it at work, being away from his wife and stuff. He's like, he kind of got that jolt of energy back.
Mm-hmm.
Won the King of the Ring, won the World Championship, became King Booker, became a legend. That's peak Booker T right there, but it wasn't Booker T. It was King Booker.
Right.
You know what I mean? He lost the belt, left the company. That was it. Did WWE kind of ruin Booker T? Not necessarily ruin him, but like, where was the potential at that was missed? Because there was a lot of missed potential here. Like, where do you think they went wrong ultimately with this guy outside of WrestleMania 19?
Well, I think the operative term is missed opportunity, because I hesitate to say that they ruined him, because they figured out somewhat of what they could do with him, but by the time they figured out, it was kind of like the tail end. It was a little bit too little, too late. But the main thing was that Vince just had this thing about sticking it to competition. And what I mean is, he wins the war, buys WCW, and now you have all this talent that comes in. And for the most part, like, obviously the biggest stars didn't show up, until they started filtering in later over time. Goldberg showed up a couple years later. Sting wouldn't show up to 2014. Like, the biggest prizes there didn't come. But you had guys who were working their way up and had potential. I think the main gem that came out of that for that time frame was Chris Jericho. But everyone else is kind of got swept by the wayside. Scott Steiner showed up in 2002, and it was like, I couldn't even have been 6 months that they tried, and then just kind of dropped him into some bullshit mid-card stuff until he got released. I think Booker kind of initially fell into kind of that little bit of a rotation. The thing was, it's like, you initially kind of dismiss him as one of those WCW guys, but because his chemistry was so solid with The Rock, with Stone Cold, it's like, okay, we'll keep you around, we'll keep you on TV, and we'll see what, like, that initial of, like, I don't really see it, but something clicked on TV, so let me just let that rock. And that went on for so long that it's like we kind of got a slow start. So by the time we got to 2002 and into 2003, it's like we should have been taken off already. Like, the NWO shit never should have happened. I think the tag team with Goldust was kind of a platform to elevate, because that was perfect. That was a perfect pairing. It seemed silly at first. It was one of those things that you had to let play out, because the first time you see it, it was crazy. But then they made such good TV, like the him showing up with the Darth Vader and shit like that. Like, they was making good TV. Like, you flush out a character doing stuff like that, but it's a platform. So they win the tag titles and stuff like that. From there, you're supposed to go up. Like, I remember he won the IC title for, like, what was it, like a month or two? Something like that. Because I remember watching it in 2003. But it's like, okay, yeah. But it's like, that's where you keep going upwards. Obviously, Mania 19 should have been the moment where we flip the switch. Like, at that point in time, you do the right thing, and then he becomes a main eventer going forward. Now, flip side of that is we don't get, the stuff on SmackDown, the feuds with John Cena and stuff like that. But now you have someone in that rotation of top guys where it's like, it doesn't always have to be Triple H got to show up and take the world title and help elevate so-and-so. Like, it doesn't need to happen. Like, he'd still be there. You have Evolution, you help these guys up, Randy, Batista. Okay, that's fine. But it doesn't have to be that every time you can't figure out what to do with the world title, okay, let's go to Triple H. Because that's what it was for, 2.5, 3 straight years? Yeah. So, with a proper elevation of Booker T early on, like 2002, 2003, now you have more selection, you have more opportunity up there. But again, at the same time, it would have taken a little bit from the mid card over on SmackDown because he helped that in a huge way. Especially like with the US title when they brought that up and he wins it. Him and John Cena had the best of 5 series. Like, it's a double-edged sword almost. So that's why I say, like, I can't say they ruined him. I can say that they started way too slow and it took too long to get it together because after Mania 19 now, like him, Eddie, Redacted, that group of guys all could have been in different positions. They could have been, main event in some of these shows. Like, there's no reason he shouldn't have been on Mania 21's card, especially when you had him and Eddie and, a vignette together, one of them trailers together.
Yeah,
it's like
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I'm like, that's fire. How you don't have him on the card, though? It's crazy. And then, like, truthfully, I don't think that there has been a match for Booker on Mania that was really memorable. Like there was the shampoo match with Edge. Mm-hmm. He was in Money. The last one he was in was at Money in the Bank. Before that, you had Boogeyman, him and Sharmell. Yeah. Like Mania 20, he was in a tag team, was like Fatal 4-Way, all some shit. Come on now. We could have been using him way better than that. But again, we took too long to catch on. I think 2 things happened that changed his dynamic for the better, but again, too late. One was Sharmell showing up, of course, because that did give him that reinvigorating, that okay, all right, I'm more into this. But the second thing that happened, the SummerSlam photo shoot where he got into a fight with Batista, because that was where Vince said, oh shit, nah, he is for real. Like, whereas you might have overlooked him in years past. One thing, again, we're not big up at Vince, but one thing to Vince's credit, he will acknowledge when somebody got stones. And when him and Batista got into that little situation, and they like, all right, bet we going in this room, we gonna handle it. And they squared up, they went and squabbled, and from every account of that story, he lumped Batista up. He handled business. He gave him 2 pieces of soda. And when Vince find out about that, he was like, oh shit. So he really bad about it. Months later, he's world champion under the King Booker guys, but he had a good lengthy run with it. So it's like it's one of the things. It's like certain stuff had to happen for the powers that be to catch on. And that was the biggest problem. Like we got to the party way too late. That's the unfortunate side of it, but
and he goes to TNA and TNA is Booker T. So
yeah,
you know how that went.
Of course.
He's back in the WWE at this point. He's a little older. He's not there for his career. He's there to put people over. Had him doing commentary, and now he's doing what he's doing now.
Yeah.
Missed opportunities. Yeah, I agree.
A lot.
Shout out to Book.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Booker Dog. Let's get back into this history, man. 03, Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Hiroyoshi Tenzin to win his first ever IWGP heavyweight title. 2008, somebody else won their first world championship at Armageddon. My boy, Brother Nero, Jeff Hardy, defeated Triple H and Edge to win the WWE title. 2013, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs from Houston, Texas. Randy Orton defeats John Cena in a TLC match to unify the WWE and World Heavyweight titles. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to John Cena. Shout out to the Authority. That was a fun time. I like that era of time because y'all was mad as hell on Twitter. Every Monday. I loved it.
Oh my God. The earliest stages of the discourse and y'all being insufferable.
Yeah, man.
It's craziness.
And then in 2020, RIP to Zeus, aka Tiny Lister, aka Debo. passed away age 62, I believe it was. Main event is SummerSlam 1989. We had his last interview too. His last on-camera interview came at the hands of Young Kings Wrestling. Shout out to Debo, man. I was just watching Friday a couple weeks ago too, and next Friday. But you watch one Friday, you got to watch them all.
Basically.
I only was going to watch Friday after next, and I was like, I'm just to watch all three of them in order.
Facts.
Debo should have been in the third one. I don't know what they would have did, but
that's what Terry was there for, I guess, to be that character,
to be the Debo.
Yeah. Hey, it worked.
So maybe you think Debo character was supposed to be like Damon because he had been in jail?
I guess so. Like
that's probably why he didn't do that shit.
Because it's like
he said, "I'm a Christian man."
Yeah, like it's a lot of basically the same guy. Just they toned up some elements of it in that third movie.
Yeah, y'all was tripping.
Oh man. And apparently they was trying to go worse than that. But Cat was like, "Yeah, nah, let's not make a movie like that."
I don't know how you could go worse than what was implied, but that's neither here nor there. Hey man, R.I.P. Debo, man.
Yes, sir.
And happy birthday this past week to the Olympic hero Kurt Angle. Happy birthday to him. Shout out to R-Truth.
Yes, sir.
R-Truth was wild.
Oh man.
S.I. Rios, happy birthday to him. Ultimo Dragon. Ooh. Eddie Kingston, happy birthday to him.
What happened to that boy?
Interesting. You know what?
Is he hurt?
That I don't think so. But that's gonna be a factor or something I gotta say in a little bit.
Oh, I'm gonna look this up right quick. Hopefully we don't go too long on this show. But like, what happened to him last? He been gone since May?
That's a long
It's December.
Time. Right.
Is he hurt?
I never heard nothing about no injury.
Like, he legit been gone since May. Like, he ain't wrestled in New Japan or nothing.
Just the other day, I seen him tweet something too.
Damn. Hey, if y'all know what happened to Eddie Kingston, let us know.
Right.
Happy birthday to Johnny from the Spirit Squad.
What happened to that boy?
He backstage somewhere.
You gotta be
somewhere.
Matt Bentley, JTG, Rey Mysterio.
Hey, I got you right now. He's said to be, this was back in October, supposed to be recovering from a serious knee injury, but reports suggested that he should be out of action until the spring of 25.
Damn. Okay. Well, now that we know.
And he got them old knees, man.
Yeah, my dude like 48.
He's 43.
Hey, close enough.
He's close. But that's still enough for them knees to be bad.
Right. Who I leave off on? Rey Mysterio. Happy birthday to Rey Mysterio. Sonny Kiss. Happy birthday to the how they do this. The homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu. I've been watching ECW. Happy birthday to the Junkyard Dog who would have turned 72. Eric Young, Rene Dupree, and Primetime Elix Skipper. Happy birthday to y'all. And I'm going to get this one out here early. Tomorrow, Brody Lee would have turned 45, so happy birthday to him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Where we at on the Royal Address, man? I got one I forgot to mention last week. We got a new WWE show on A&E coming out called Legends and Future Greats, which is basically Tough Enough. Did we mention this last week?
I think so. Yeah.
I might have forgot to mention.
Yeah.
Now that I remember, we definitely talked about it last week, so I'm fucking up. Look, it's been a long week.
Yeah, man.
It's been a long week.
Hey, man, players fuck up.
All right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Where are we at? Where else we at with?
Oh, man. So, Gage Goldberg out there in Colorado under Coach Prime.
Fuck Colorado.
We knew. We knew what was going to happen. So yeah, he said the quiet part out loud. You know, obviously, when you hear the name Goldberg, you think of pro wrestling, and he's had some chats with DJ Paul and whatnot. So he's got some interest. It's he said before that it's more like, you know, one of the things that, you know, he got in his back pocket because he's still playing football. He's still keeping his focus there. But, you know, if something changes or if it don't work out, obviously he's gonna make that call. But they've been talking. So there's that.
I still need him and Bobby.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. He gonna have to go somewhere else to make that happen, but yeah, man. That's definitely a long-term storytelling. We big on that.
Oh yeah.
Dark Side of the Ring is back for season 6.
Damn.
It's supposed to be, yeah. I'm going crazy. It will debut on March 25th. Don't have the topics, episode titles yet, but Vice got they got their whole their brand of all their different
The
shows
Dark
dropped.
Side series, man.
Yeah. So this was among the lists. So we got more coming.
See how like wrestling can do wonders for people.
Yes, sir.
This shit was a wrestling show, and now they got Dark Side of the 80s, 90s. They got the Dark Side of comedy. I think they had a sports one.
Yeah.
Shout out to wrestling, making money for people.
All right. So the lawyer for Janelle Grant has made a statement there. They're taking a pause off of the proceedings. They are moving forward with the civil case against Vince McMahon while the feds have continued their investigation. They got a long little statement here, but it's everything that they've been saying. She's been waiting all this time to see her day in court, hold these people accountable, and the wait is over. So we look forward to telling her story. And I think we all looking forward to that too, because they came with receipts. So this is gonna get a little ugly.
They don't got the whole receipts.
Oh boy. Oh man. Hey, we can't get canceled on here.
Hey.
I mess around saying the wrong name around here. We'd be shut down for real. So we just saw Jimmy Uso on SmackDown, obviously, and got his one crutch on him. Bronson Reed had surgery earlier this week. Said to be a little more complicated than expected, so he might be out a little bit longer than they originally said. Jimmy, however, although he took a Claymore from Drew Mack, more on him in a second, he's supposed to won't be out for very long. He said he'll be back sometime in January. So broken toe, a little jammed up, but just give him a little ice, we'll rest up a little bit. He's gonna be all right. Logan Paul has basically said that he's retired. He was asked on his show, actually. Was asked if he was going to be at WrestleMania 41, and he said, "No, bro, I'm retired. I'm a dad now." I'm inclined to call cap on that because let's be real,
wrestling.
He's not turning down a check,
right?
But I mean, if that is the case, can't knock what he did in the short time span that he did it. But I have no reason to believe what he's saying.
Nah, man, wrestlers be capping.
That's one of them Connor tweets. He's like, I've retired from mixed martial arts. Sounds good, but so we already broached the topic of the Crimson Chin, so I don't have much to add, but obviously, with the news, a lot of folks in the back were very displeased. One in particular was the aforementioned Jordan Grace. And once she heard that it was coming, she was immediately against it, was resisting working with her because obviously now they're going to start a program together. But, obviously she's on her way out, probably going to WWE. This is not going to help that at all, especially for the other talent in there. Because, yeah, a lot of talent are not happy. And then supposedly the decision came from a top person at Anthem. No names were said, but despite several warnings from others within the organization, they went ahead and did it. News was kept quiet, obviously, because they knew what was coming, but they went ahead and did it anyway. And not just Jordan leaving, but obviously we said before a couple weeks ago, Mike Bailey's leaving. Josh Alexander's contract is coming up. So yeah, they really they rolling some dice at the wrong table, and nobody's happy about it. Problems all over.
LOL TNA.
Yeah. Hey, this one's for you. So a couple years ago, obviously, Kevin Owens got to main event WrestleMania with one of the GOATs in the business. But that wasn't the only GOAT that he wanted to work with. Apparently, for 3 years running, Kevin Owens has tried and failed to get smoke from one Shawn Michaels. He mentioned in an interview that what his dream match is, what the match that he's always wanted to have. He said it's definitely Shawn Michaels, and he said I try pretty much every year, but I'm done because he always rejects it. He said he literally had tricep surgery last year just to avoid the questions. So that's pretty much it. Put a kibosh on that. But from what we have seen, that may or may not be canon or reality, is probably for the best. Yeah. So let's let some sleeping dogs lie and let the man do his job that he's currently doing, because he's doing very well at it. He's great. Yeah. So to come back to that whole Eddie Kingston thing. Now he's hurt. But question about talent being featured. Remember when Camille got signed to AEW?
Yeah, that was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, Pepper's Farm remembers. Yeah. She had an interview recently, and I'm gonna skim through this a little bit. So she said, I would love to hold some gold in AEW when that time eventually comes. I'll just keep doing what I know how to do and hopefully show, because I still feel like AEW hasn't even seen a glimmer of what I have to offer. Even being able to talk and show some personality. So from what we've seen from her, she's been the bodyguard security to Mercedes Moné. And she's next up on the list, by the way. But anyone who is watched wrestling for long enough, watched outside the WWE, she was balling in the NWA.
Yeah.
So the whole concept of bringing her there was to, one, bring some of that aura over, but also to boost your women's division, which has, been by a lot of people, all accounts, not where it needs to be. So the fact that she has to say this is a little disturbing, because I I forget. She's been there. Has it been a year already?
I think she's been signed for like a year plus, maybe. But
yeah,
she only been on TV not that long.
Right. But it's like
she still don't get on TV that often, from what
I
hear. I don't watch it, but I hear it.
She's been signed since February of last year. Oh no, February of this year. I'm sorry.
Yeah, almost. Yeah,
since February. But it's like all you've been doing is making her Diesel, and
basically,
listen, we're not talking about a Shawn Michaels over there. I'm just, if anything, those things have come further true than since she's been over. Yeah, I'm not liking that at all. But what is to be expected here in the land of the almost exclusive whites? But speaking of Mercedes Moné, Mariah May, the current AEW Women's Champion, was talking with Renee Paquette, and she had some feelings about Mercedes Moné being in AEW. Now, I don't know if this is in character or not, but she said something very interesting that I wanted to touch on here. When asked about it, she said, I don't really care because half the time I don't know that she stepped in here because I don't know if you know this, but she has her own locker room. She said she's here to help. She cares so much. So if that's the case, then you come over to our teeny little locker room and help us and teach us and share the knowledge that you had from all these years of experience that you have. But apparently, no, she's just sitting in her locker room. So if you care, then come step into the ring with me. Now, there's every chance in the world that's in character. Because, again, she's talking to Renee. But if there's any reason or any chance that that's not the case, we got to have a different discussion. Because we done been having some discussions about Mercedes since she stepped over into the land of the almost exclusive whites. And those conversations haven't been good. So this right here would be some premium gas under that fire.
Hey man, y'all knew what it was like before y'all went over there, bro. Like, we gotta stop feeling sorry for these niggas. Y'all know what it's like. Y'all know what it's about. Y'all got enough of a network in wrestling. Y'all can hit up people that's been there and they tell y'all what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all should know what it's like before y'all get over there. We've seen it play out with Punk. Seen it play out with Cody. Like, whoever else that moved over, like, you got fucking Ethan Page trolling every chance he get about his time there. Like,
yeah, it's like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Cody might just turn out to be Paul Revere of pro wrestling.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah. That's
like,
that's really
like
what it's gonna turn out to be,
bro. When I found out, and this is before I stopped watching Dynamite, they announced Cody was not returning to AEW before I stopped watching. Yeah. And when I said, I was just like, hold on, family. This shit wild.
Yeah.
And the fact that I think that shit might have caught Tony off guard. Because like a couple weeks later, this nigga just start wilding on Big Swole for no reason, just taking it out on her. His feelings was hurt. And that's why I don't watch it no more. Like, I'll tune into their pay-per-views whenever that happens. But like, I'm not a weekly watcher. Nah. And apparently not a lot of people are. So like, once Cody left, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, Cody leaves like 2-3 months after AEW gets like the most hype they've ever gotten at that point. They got Punk.
Oh yeah.
They got Cole. They got Bryan. Cody leaves. And then Cody go to WWE and he's putting on clinics. And then he wins the Rumble. And then he main events Mania. Like, I can't imagine anybody in a higher like management or higher position in AEW. I can't imagine they can see what Cody Rhodes is doing and not get sick to their stomach. Because I would like let him, the literal founder of this company, slip through and basically lead the charge in WWE right now.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. That's what he's been doing.
And I said,
they gotta make y'all sick.
I said when it happened, I'm like, this is not a good sign. Like it got past everybody that, oh, you know what, he just wants to win the big one in WWE. No, obviously he's wanted to do that, but for him to just up and go, not even have a conversation about staying, it's like, nah, there was more to this, and y'all aren't seeing it, and it's continuing to go, and it's just becoming a growth. And the delusional people will never catch on, but it's getting bad out here. Anyway, my last thing. So Drew Mack was on Busted Open, and he was, again, this is another one of those blur the line moments, because this felt very real, but he very well could have been fucking with us. I don't think he was. So he talked about how, he a couple months ago after Hell in a Cell, he went home and spent some time with his fam. And, he kind of just unpacked a lot of, the mental side of all of this, that, it's been a lot to deal with and things like that. He lost someone in the family. There was a lot of shit going on, but he needed to get away and needed to spend time with the family. But during that time, he said he didn't receive no calls from virtually anybody. Like, you could count on one hand the amount of people who reached out and checked in on him, made sure he was good. And, he just kind of put it all in perspective. The fact that he's given literally everything to the business, missed weddings, missed events, just really what a lot of people who go through the grind go through, but don't always talk about. Like, just the toll that it takes on you mentally, physically, emotionally. And then, bringing it back to the discourse and the people who got shit to say about talent in the industry and things like that. And, at the end of the day, he said, when I'm gone, when I retire, I've already accomplished everything. And it doesn't matter if you're any of these people that were sitting next to him, obviously Bully Ray, Mark Henry, Tommy, said, when I'm gone, they're moving on, and that's it. So as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to internet, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. He drops the mic and he walks right out. I don't know about y'all, but like I said, it felt pretty real to me. And he even tweeted it saying, "Fuck you for making me do this."
That what made me think it was in character, because like he be wilding out on Twitter. Like,
he do.
This dude did an AI picture of Sami Zayn delivering Uber.
Like, hey, listen, he is goated for trolling over the last 24 months, without question. But I say this though, every one of those impassioned promos or conversations or whatever always has a sliver of truth to it, and that's why it's like, again, I'm not sure how to view it, because I seen Karrion respond to it, and he was tight. He was like, "Yo, if y'all had his number and didn't reach out to him, y'all should be ashamed." Like, it went on a whole thing about it. So I'm like, again, I understand we about blurring lines in this era. That had a real vibe to it. So it might be that, he added some theatrics to it to just throw us off a little bit, but that might have been a real conversation that he needed to have or needed to get off his chest.
I'm a Drew fan though, so.
Oh, me too.
I get it. That's my guy. Hope you doing well.
Yes, sir.
What else we got?
That's it for me.
Hey, now we gotta talk about what we watched this past week. I was on that ECW again.
Oh Lord.
We got I got past Vengeance finally. We got an appearance from Big Paul's Johnson.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. He was there. I think it was his first appearance too. I remember him being around for a good 3 years too. That was some bullshit.
It was just some sporadic appearances out of nowhere for what reason, I have no idea. Just the
He
amusement
was a
of
writer,
someone.
bro. Like he wasn't even nobody that was just like a
What?
performer or nothing. Yeah.
I didn't even know that. That's ooh.
Yeah, he was like a writer or a producer, one of them. But yeah, he made an appearance and got his ass cooked by the Sandman.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Hey, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Hey, that's
Test finally debuts. Yeah.
oh
RP
my
Test.
god. I ain't gonna hold you. When I saw Tess show up in ECW, he scared the hell out of me.
Hey, dog.
Like, yo.
I done told y'all how I emailed corporate on Test when I was like 10, bro. So,
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I knew he was a little, juiced up beforehand, but my God.
bruh.
Whew.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah, man. That was wild.
More Sandman stuff. Now we got Sandman's been beating up random people for weeks. And now he finally got a feud starting. Him and Mike Knox set tripping. Mike Knox been set tripping the whole time. So like on his girl. Basically being abusive. So Sandman had to come in and, help out the young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Very honorable Sandman is. Shannon Moore is on the way.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Who thought this was?
I forgot Shannon Moore was there.
I've been trying. Like,
with the mohawk and everything, man.
I'm like, what is Matt Hardy's bitch doing here in these vignettes?
That's basically what he was, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like you not gonna get me to take this dude any type of close or serious after what I saw just a couple years early. It ain't gonna happen.
I honestly forgot what Shannon Moore did in ECW, so I'm interested to get to that point.
Nothing. We can keep it short. It was worth talking about at all.
I vaguely remember him feuding with another guy who'd have been running vignettes of some dude named CM Punk. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh yeah, that was the debut.
He was in ECW.
Yeah,
it was. I thought he fought Stevie Richards.
Oh no, okay, it might have been Stevie. He wrestled Shannon.
It's Googleable.
Yeah,
I like I said, I vaguely remember Punk and Shannon Moore having like a little mini feud.
Yeah, it was.
I want to say his first match was against Stevie Richards. It is Googleable. Let's find it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might.
I'm not at that point yet. I'm like 2 weeks removed from that debut. But where are we at here?
It was early though.
Come on, Google machine, help me out here. Let's move a little fast.
Yes, sir. They did have matches early on, so it might not have been the first, but it was one of them earlier matches that Punk had.
His debut was against Stevie Richards.
Okay, yeah.
It was that Hammerstein Ballroom?
Yeah, it was.
Hold on, we gotta reformat this. I'm really particular. I like to be factually correct when I speak. So hold on, let's make sure we got this right.
Yeah, because we don't speculate and lie out here.
Yeah, it was at the Hammerstein Ballroom. It was not against Stevie Richards. It was not against Shannon Moore. It was against Just Incredible.
Oh shit!
Hey,
man. Okay.
I think Just Incredible follow us on Twitter because like I have no other reason to have followed Just Incredible outside of like following back. This man, big MAGA, bro.
Oh boy. I think I met him. I'm pretty sure I met him the same night I met Tony. That night.
Yeah, you was meeting some wild ones that day.
Yeah, because he was at that show too. It was him, Tony, and I think Tommy Dreamer was there too. Tommy looked like he just wanted to go home. Like I was trying to dab him up.
Tommy looked like that at StarCast out here, like the whole weekend. Like Tommy looked bored as shit.
Like he came through, like as they was doing the match. Like I just wanted to dab him up. He gave me the saddest dap I ever had. Like, damn,
bro,
Tommy.
That's like I saw Tommy. Like I don't know if he was coming or leaving, but this dude looks so uninterested, bro. Like
yeah. All right, so I'm glad it ain't just me. Like,
nah.
I'm like, damn,
everybody's like, "Yo, what up, Tommy?" He was just walking past, like, I'm ready to go."
Yeah.
Shout out to Tommy though.
Yes, sir.
And my last tidbit I had from my ECW rewatch, the reign of the Big Show began, my brother. Yes, sir.
Oh Lord.
Won the ECW title in Philly. I forgot that it happened in Philly.
It did.
So like Paul Heyman screws RVD in Philly. That's just bad timing too, Rob. Like we gotta do better. We know what happened with Rob around that time. Sabu not getting suspended was crazy too. Like the fact that Sabu didn't get suspended. And most of the drugs was Sabu's. Like,
not only did he not get suspended, he got a SummerSlam check.
He got a push. He still got pushed. He was fighting Big Show for the title like the next month. I had to go look. I'm not there yet, but I had to go look.
Yeah, he did.
Big Show. I watched Big Show's first title defense too. You want to guess who was against?
Wasn't it Rick?
Ric Flair in an Extreme Rules match.
Oh God, yeah.
With a blade. A blade was involved for both guys.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was tripping, bro.
Yeah, man. First 2 months of ECW down. I got August through December left to go. What you watched this past week?
I had to go something very specific because after one of the matches on Saturday night's main event, I saw something that was very familiar to me. That does look crazy.
I told you.
like he got one of them James Bond like over his bottle.
Got a 40.
A vanishing bottle. But yeah, no, like I was like, I saw something very familiar. I went back and I tuned in to the 2015 Rumble, specifically the title match.
How'd you do that?
Between Seth.
Oh, the title match was fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was watching for. Oh, because obviously that was the only thing worth watching. But I saw something very familiar in the world title match. The way it ended gave me the vibes. So I had to go back and make sure I wasn't tripping. Brock, after he had been on the table, with the rib injury or whatever, and he just hulked up out of nowhere and started throwing motherfuckers around. Seth German and suplexing and hitting F5s and just trashed everybody won the match. That's basically what Gunther did last night.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I had to make sure I wasn't tripping. Yeah, we was on that type of time. Somebody hadn't watching film because we was going crazy.
Hey, let's talk about that, man.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of that too. I just finished up not too long ago. 5 matches on this show. We had Drew Mack versus Sami Zayn. How'd that go? We know what happened. We
what was supposed to happen.
I don't know. I don't know how y'all microwaves are. Some microwaves don't got it. Like the microwave at my job don't got this button. It actually kind of makes me mad a little bit because like I still kind of have to remember what button to press when I want to warm my food up at work. That's neither here nor there. Most microwaves, like modern day, have that one button, the 30-second button.
Mm-hmm.
You just press that 30-second, heat your shit right up. Easy. Drew McIntyre hit that 30-second button, the quick cook for that leftover lasagna, warmed it right up real quick.
Yes, sir.
Little sprint. Hit that real quick. Claymore on Sammy and laid his ass up. That's what should have happened. Like, shout out to Drew Mack. Liv Morgan, Miss Crumbling Herb, defeats Io Sky to retain the World's Women's Championship. God damn. Rhea Ripley done came out here again and tried to make a statement on Liv Morgan. And I'm tired of it.
We never gonna
I
do
done
that.
told y'all months ago that I was tired of it, and we still teasing it. Like it's not over yet. Like it's crazy to me, man.
I don't know what more we feel like we're gonna get out of this. To
I don't
me,
know.
the bigger focus should have been on the fact that Liv beat this woman clean. I didn't see that coming.
No help.
That had me sit up in my chair like, oh, goddamn. And she took a mean ass knee to the nose. I hope she all right.
Yeah, bro.
Ooh. But
hey,
yeah, no,
when Jesse Ventura was talking about that, I thought he was about to say something crazy.
That was a concern all night about Jesse saying something crazy.
Hey, as soon as he was that Liv Morgan, she took a shot to the. And I was like, hold on, what you about to say?
Hey, I'm down there, homie.
Hey man, this Liv and Rhea shit is not for the weak, man. And I'm the weak. I'm tired of
it. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what more y'all want from us. Y'all want from this. It's going on too long. Like this has been going on since early summer.
Yeah.
We about to end the year. Like, can we just set a date, put an end to this, and don't do it again? Ain't it a transfer portal out there? Don't y'all have a transfer portal? Like,
hey, listen, just get Liv. I'm just saying, just get Liv to get that one win over Rhea. No bullshit, no Dom, no Raquel, no nothing. Let her get that statement win over Rhea that she needs so badly. Let Rhea go over to SmackDown. She can go back to NXT. I don't know what she would do there, but like,
okay,
she can go back down there and do a little something. If she needs to, she want to.
Rhea can run it with anybody in NXT. They squad deep.
Yeah, like you got some competition down there. Her and Fallon might go crazy.
Hell yeah.
But like, let Rhea do something different. Get them away from each other. Like, she can even go if she want her to get the world title so bad, just take it off of Nia.
If Rhea goes down to NXT, I'm gonna need to see her and Stephanie expeditiously.
Woo! Hey, yeah, that'd be fire.
It feels so good.
Yeah, I need all that.
Let's run that. But no, let's end this up. Shout out to Liv getting this dub though. Gunther defeated Finn and Big DP to retain the world heavyweight title. Light work.
Cook them niggas.
Yeah,
boy.
Light work. I was not concerned at all.
Like, he flipped the switch and said, all right, I'm sick of you.
Right. Woo! That's my favorite thing about Gunther, Matt. That's kind of how the triple threat at Mania was too.
Right.
Like, he just like, yo, let me just end this shit, man. I'm playing with my food too much, man. I'm ready to get from the table.
Like, enough of this big meat man slapping meat. We'll slap the hell out of y'all. Let's go home.
Facts. Yeah, Gunther said, I'm trying to ride around these LA streets, man. Fuck this.
Big facts, man.
That's really how I go. We had the final for the inaugural United States Women's Championship. Chelsea Green defeated Mi Chen. And damn it, man. I wouldn't have been mad at either of these two because like they both left. They both went to TNA for a bit. Excuse me. They both went to TNA for a bit when they both got released a few years ago. And they've been putting in work since they both came back. Like both of them had. But Chelsea really been putting in that work. Made me a believer when I wasn't one. You know what I mean? Like,
so, she was the first answer we going with was Chelsea.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been mad at either pick though. But shout out to Chelsea Green becoming the longest reigning women's U.S. champion in history. Shout out to her.
There you go.
Very enjoyable match.
We got 2 U.S. champions in the Cardona household. Right on.
Hey, big facts. Hey, her ring gear was fire too.
It was.
It was just her face. Like, that's hard. That's the shit she's supposed to be doing.
You gotta like, and look. Let's enjoy this, and let's not fast track this shit. Because I seen Sir Wilkins was like, "Hey, she won the championship. She the first one. Now let's have Piper beat the shit out of her and take it from her. And let's let the ink dry before we get there."
Jay-Z reference. Let that bitch breathe.
Right. Like y'all trying to have some.
I don't know how many more of them we're gonna be able to do, so I'm gonna get them all out.
Yeah, it might be the scary hours approaching. So,
damn, I heard it's about maybe as scary as a Leprechaun in the Hood, but that's what I heard.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna wait it out.
That's what I'm saying. Let it play out.
Yeah,
because we done had to sever some contracts with a lot of folks around here, and I don't like it.
Hey, we did. Unfortunately, some of my favorite gimmicks had to go.
Facts, bro.
Ooh. Shout out to Chelsea. And then our main events for the disputed WWE Championship. Your boy Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, who's been slowly but surely climbing up my GOAT list in the last couple months. Like, I've really enjoyed the work he's been doing. Nigga, don't lie.
He's not the villain of the story. I can tell you that.
Listen, Cody beat Kevin for to retain the title. WWE and Fanatics, they missed out on the money that I was about to spend on this Kevin Owens shirt if he won. So I went to go look. I just typed in Kevin Owens on the shop so I could see what shirt that I was gonna buy. They had like 35% off last night and everything. I was ready. I had a little, my job gave us a little holiday bonus, everything. So I was, let me throw a little bit of that bonus towards a t-shirt for Kevin Owens after he win the WWE title. And he didn't win it. But there's literally a shirt that says Kevin was right on the shop. And I was about to buy that shirt.
Oh, damn. I fucked the money up again.
Hey, Fanatics and WWE, I'm going to need me a shirt that say Kofi was right as well.
Oh, see, that's foul. That's foul.
No,
you don't gotta do all that, man.
He was speaking truths.
We all gotta do all that.
Let's talk about that in a second. Let's talk about this match though. I got a couple notes for y'all, man. One, y'all be doing tricks on that Winged Eagle belt. Stop that.
It was dope to see.
Regular Roxy Reynolds with that belt, man. Fuck it.
Hey, yo.
Somebody gotta say it. Fuck that belt. That's like the third most fire belt in history, bro.
Nigga, that's twice. That's twice this year. You know, wild out.
I don't care.
Nigga, in April said Candace Vaughn. Now you out here with Roxy Reynolds. You wild out.
I don't remember the Candace Vaughn what I said. I remember saying it. I don't remember like who was like in context though.
It was the main event.
It was about Cody, huh?
He was talking about Cole. He said Cole was out here like Candace.
Oh yeah. I did say that.
Oh man.
I was just saying, man, y'all be doing tricks on that belt. That's like the third most fire belt in history, bro. It is not that fire, bro. The Eddie Guerrero belt was way fire than this shit. One, Bret Hart held this belt, so it just puts it all the way down for me. Like shit that Austin held was way more fire. Look, the Attitude Era belt, that shit was cold.
Bret had big gold too, technically.
Y'all do tricks on big gold too, but like I understand that one though, because like I think that's the one I think of when people think of a world champion, because like I always thought of that as the world championship. So like I ain't even tripping on that one. But this one right here, this Bret Hart joint, I know my GOAT held the belt too. Okay, I get it. It ain't that fire though. It's not. Like that is the belt of one of the worst periods of time in the company, and for some reason y'all nostalgic about it. Get over it.
It was dope.
Please.
It was dope. I can appreciate it. And it was only for one night, so it's like
thankfully
that made it obvious. But that goes to show that, obviously Cody really do got some pull around there because he been talking about the shit since he got there. So
that's the only reason y'all care, because he fake care about it.
They went out and made a brand new shit for him to wear.
Dumb shiny though.
Oh my God.
Hey, Kevin Owens got an opportunity to do one of the best things ever though. Cause like, let me get into this match some more. I met Jesse Ventura like 2 weeks ago, and he had told me that he was doing commentary for Saturday night's main event. I'm capping, but this barely just go.
I'm about to say what?
He told me he was doing commentary for Saturday night's main event, so I said, "Hey, for the match for like the Cody Rhodes match." He's like, "You're goddamn right." I was like, "Hey, I got some notes for you, big homie. Like,
he
give us a little wink and nudge." What's that?
He wasn't talking that fast. Don't cap.
No, yeah, he wasn't. But no, I told you I was capping. Just go with me with this. It's part of the gimmick. God damn it! I met Jesse Ventura and I gave him some commentary notes to use on this match, and he used a damn bit of them notes. He was hating on Cody like it was me. My favorite line he said after Cody Rhodes cheated again. Like he cheated to win the belt the first time. Like he cheated to beat AJ Styles. Like he cheated to beat Logan Paul. He cheated to beat Kevin Owens and used a steel chair. And Jesse Ventura said, "You call it taking advantage. I call it cheating." I was like, yo. I hopped up out my seat like, yo. Now listen.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Oh,
I'd have told y'all that Cody is a fake good guy. And he'd use a steel chair.
I mean,
I don't care that Kevin Owens brought the chair into the equation. If Cody was as much of a stand-up guy as he claims to be, he would have kicked the chair out the way and then hit the crossroads and won the match fair and square.
Listen, I wanna rock with y'all on this, but he did instigate this shit while bringing that chair in there.
Like I just said, if he was as much of a stand-up guy as he claims to be, he would have moved it out the way.
It was personal. It was personal for him. It
was personal for Kevin Owens because, like Kevin Owens had been saying for weeks, I've been feuding with the bloodline for years. I thought me and you was on the same accord as it came to the bloodline, but no, you just want to go and team with Roman Reigns because he asked you to. Kevin Owens. Kevin was right.
I mean, he had the last laugh at the end of the day.
Hey, listen, I don't like how y'all be treating niggas named Kevin in the month of December. Y'all be treating niggas named Kevin fucked up.
Oh, man.
Be leaving them at home and shit while y'all go to France with the whole family.
Nasty work.
Be leaving them in the airport and not making sure they get on the right flight. And now niggas named Kevin just in New York City by themselves at age 11.
You see what happened after the match, though, right?
I did. Package pile driver, the Cody Rhodes.
Had to stretch your old boy.
Cody sold the shit out that match.
But you know what? You know what? I was cheering for that shit.
They were.
He went and grabbed the belt.
Sound like a real nigga to me.
They ate that shit up. I'm like, oh boy.
As they should have.
Oh boy.
And then you got this nigga Paul just out here just acting like he can get physical in the ring with niggas.
Yo, like, I'm like, hold on, fam. What happened to you got that joint, your heart?
You got a little machine right here, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You plugged up, fam. Like, what are you doing right now?
Tripping.
Like I understand you got to make a point that you are never in fear for your life around any of these motherfuckers around here.
Unlike some people,
Right. Like, I mean, I get that, but you ain't got to do all that to make your point, bro.
As we were recording, WWE sent out an update on Cody Rhodes. said that he suffered cervical swelling. And while the x-rays were negative for a fracture, he has been officially diagnosed. Listen, you're throwing too many big words at me. I'm going to need you to tone it down and help me with the sale. All right. They said this man was officially diagnosed with axial compression of the cervical spine as well as a cervical strain with spasm.
Hell does that
now,
mean,
because
right?
I don't understand what you telling me, I'm going to take it as disrespect.
Right.
What does this mean? I'm going to go Google it later on. I'll have time to research it. In layman's terms, Reek, in layman's terms,
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Oh, for sure. Oh man. I mean, if that's the case, why didn't you just let Kevin win at that point? Like,
yeah,
he was gonna do all this.
Y'all have no choice but to let him win the title on Chris Jericho Day, aka
Oh God! Listen, I'm glad you brought that up because every time these motherfuckers say January 6th, I get cringed out. Like, y'all couldn't pick another day. Like, you couldn't have picked the Monday after. Like, you had to pick
the first show of the year, bro. That's when the deal started, man. The deal started in January.
My God,
it don't start in January.
Oh.
It's just unfortunately it had to be the year 2025. It could have been another year from now. We would have been Gucci.
God, bro. Come on.
Then we would have NXT having their first show on January 6th. That's all that was.
The NFL scriptwriters did that shit. They knew something. Like, that's man.
And them white people was wilding on January 6th, bro.
They was. What, including Jericho's wife. You see, he popped up to GCW.
Yeah, I saw that.
That got some folks talking about Matt Cardona eventually winding up in some certain places that he really don't need to be in.
Hey, man, he showed up a couple weeks ago, so it's only a matter of time.
Don't do it, Matt.
Nah.
Don't do it. Don't drop that shit, Matt. Don't do it.
Pray to God you don't drop that shit.
I swear. Don't do it.
Hey, man. Like, although we've come to the end of the road.
Get your lick back by all means. Get your lick back by all means. But don't go over. Don't go overboard. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. It's not like we watch anyway, but like we don't want to see
it. Yeah. Don't do all that. Get out of
We've come to the end of the road, man.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it for episode 274. And Wars next week. It's been a long time.
So we're gonna crack 300 in the first quarter.
Yep.
Hey.
Around WrestleMania time, maybe around, I gotta figure it out when exactly. But
okay.
It's getting close, man.
Hell yeah. We gotta do something big for that shit.
Yeah. Some interviews or something. No, next year we're gonna have to change this up next year, man. Keep it fresh. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This shit getting boring to your boy. I don't even like y'all enough to be talking like the discourse like that. I want to shy away from the discourse as much as possible.
Oh, we need to.
It don't do nothing but just. How many more times can I just give y'all peasant of the week? Talking about you niggas,
man. Hey, I honestly could have got it this week too.
What happened this week?
Oh man, hold on. I hope I took a screenshot of it because I had seen something.
I've officially given you niggas peasant of the week 5 times this year.
Damn.
Officially. There were some peasants that I've given peasant of the week to, and y'all could have got it that week. There's a good like 6 other times that I can remember that I just didn't give it to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And then some peasants that y'all probably should have got it, but like I just had somebody else be the face that week.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to give it to y'all last week. I was over here defending that nigga sending shirtless pictures of his brother to me. And I ain't like that.
Yeah. Oh, see, that was Brian Alvarez that I was looking at for with that post.
Yikes.
Yeah. But like all the shit that they've been talking with in the aftermath of Tessa, some of y'all, of course, are gonna just go over the top. But the thing with Brian was like, so obviously Toni Storm came back, and she's not in the timeless gimmick anymore. Mistake, but
hey, y'all know what's about to happen with that, right?
What?
So Toni Storm gonna come in like she's just a new person. She gonna be cool with Mariah like nothing happened. And then she gonna hit her with it's called acting, darling. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, it'll take a smarter writer than what AEW have in their arsenal to do that properly.
That's true.
But
I just gave y'all the blueprint right there, bro. Like, come on.
Hey, I better not see it.
The key.
I better not see it.
No, I want to see it. That means y'all actually listening to somebody for once.
But yeah, Brian was saying how like she came back on Collision, and apparently so many people backstage were pissed about that. They were just appalled.
It was Rampage, even worse.
Yeah, they were so appalled that she re-debuted there instead of Dynamite. Like, why?
Don't talk about a pay-per-view coming up.
Right.
Could have debuted there. Would have made more sense. No, I agree with that. Why is like she reverting back to her OG gimmick on a show that like 200,000 people watch?
If that. Is it that high?
I don't even know. I don't know who get worse ratings between that and Collision.
Got it. Because
the fact that I see Collision highlights on my timeline while I'm watching a WWE PLE,
yeah, that's
special
disgusting.
It's bullshit. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all doing it for attention at that point.
Yeah, well, of course, we know that already.
Like, y'all know nobody trying to see this shit right now, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Yeah,
shout out to the peasant of the month. Oh shit, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's not nearly enough attention to justify that type of shit. Like, it makes me sad when I see shit like Taz coming out there to like a floor section and nobody else. That makes me sad. Like, my dude has done the Tokyo Dome several times over. We got to do better.
I'm just saying, it's a nigga I've seen main event WrestleMania multiple times. And the first time he was in AEW, he was visibly shook and concerned that there was nobody really in the crowd.
Hey, man.
That's a true story.
We try to tell y'all, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the peasant of the month for November, Miss Cake from Fightful. Just had to throw that out there.
Hey, we had to freshen it up a little bit.
Yeah. Which, like, I'll listen, y'all niggas could have won it that week. That's what I'm saying. Y'all could have won it with the Tony shit when he was sounding like a slave master. There's many times I could have gave that to you.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was y'all be really trying to take it there, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to also real quick. Shout out to the QWI. That's I don't know how many numbers it is. 200, I think. I want to say it's 200. But shout out to the QWI. A lot of Vegas wrestlers on that list, man. That's basically that's a list of LGBT plus wrestlers.
Yeah,
out here, and it's mad like people I didn't even know. It's crazy. Okay. And y'all all like great. at what y'all do. So keep up the hard work. Shout out to everybody from Vegas out there. Shout out to my guy Shade, Papa Yase. Who else is on that joint? Brand. Shout out Brand. Shout out Jay Vidal. Who else is on that joint? What's old boy name? That's with Shane Taylor in there. O'Shea Edwards. Shout out to him. Shout out to Dark Sheik. Shout out to him. Her, excuse me, sorry. Pardon me. See, I'm fucking up. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to who else on there? Tommy Purr out here in Vegas. I'm trying to think of everybody from Vegas that was on the list. Sandra Moon, of course.
Huh?
Yeah, y'all know. Shout out to y'all. Honest John. Shout out to Honest John. I'm trying to shout out everybody that I've seen out here in Vegas that was on the list. I pop every day I check the list. And I was really just seeing who I knew was on the list, honestly. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't care that if you wasn't from Vegas.
Is a criteria.
Honestly, like if you're not from Vegas and I don't know you, I don't really care.
Right.
Because there's so many wrestlers I don't know. Like, they're gonna have to show me something. That's how I do with all the other lists too. If I don't know who y'all, I'm scrolling. Like, I'm just looking for names that I know. It's
a criteria that they gotta follow around here, you know.
Yeah. No shout out to number 51.
No, you I tell you, when I think this motherfucker can sink no lower, he just raised the bar like AT&T.
I sentence you to 3,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
300 of them.
That was apropos right there.
Man, let's plug our socials to get up out of here.
Oh, y'all can find me at Recapper24 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, you can check out the Havoc Hour where we talk sports and entertainment on all streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Video Furniture up on YouTube. All the content is out now. I ain't forgetting about y'all. We still got plenty to feed the streets. My schedule is just a little bit crazy because it's Christmas time.
You know how much shit done happen that we ain't talked about? Like,
I'm telling you, bro. Like, bro, this is this little segment of time that I got to do this. This is it. Like,
right.
I'm back to this rolling clock in less than 24 hours.
Rain, sleet, or snow.
Yeah.
Talk to him. I'm the Thespian TC Fontaine. If you feel so inclined, follow me on Instagram at tc.fontaine. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't remember the last time I opened my personal Instagram. It's been a long time.
Damn.
I have no idea what's going on over there. So y'all might have followed me already, and I ain't seen it. So my apologies. I just ain't seen it. And I know people just like, what the fuck you telling us to follow you for if you don't be on here? I don't know. But you can do it, though. Or you can follow Young Kings Wrestling at YK Wrestling everywhere. I started using that more often, and I didn't realize how many funny reels there were that were wrestling reels on Instagram.
Man, listen.
Like, some of that shit be having me rolling, bro.
They are up there. Understand.
Like, shit is genuinely hilarious. So shout out to Instagram bringing the funny. But make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us everywhere at YK Wrestling. Go check out my photography, foyflix.com. And yeah, that's Young Kings Wrestling, man.
Yes, sir.
You're here. This is a very short social plug-in segment.
Hey,
I don't have much else to say.
Y'all appreciate it because it's only gonna happen once in a blue moon.
Yeah. It's we got some football here. Let me check who see who won that game.
Which one?
Lions Bills, man.
Oh yeah,
Bills came the Lions came back in the fourth quarter, but they was
on their heels. Didn't pump through though.
That's my Super Bowl matchup right there. Those two teams.
It might be.
Won't be as high scoring, but
oh no, not even close.
Shout out to them.
Facts.
All right, we out of here. No.
Gone.